One of the reasons why I'm especially interested in hunter-gatherers is because we humans evolved all of our instincts, our bodies, the design of our eyes, everything about us has evolved from when we were hunters and gatherers. So we're designed for egalitarianism. We all feel very, I don't know, to work with a boss, not to be able to joke and laugh the whole time, we feel stressful. And laughter is a huge medication really. It's a wonderful therapy, and you can only laugh with your equals. You can laugh at the boss behind his back, but So there are all kinds of reasons why hunters and gatherers are especially interesting, because we were all hunters and gatherers. It wasn't just us. So the matrilineal and matriarchy which we're talking about wasn't just like here and there scattered around as one choice. All of us come from that background. We've got the bodies and the eyes and the designs, the bodily designs, including of course the menstrual cycle, of egalitarians. And if you come to this class a bit more, those of you who are new to this, we're saying that, okay, there's a concept called the human revolution. Most archaeologists now agree that becoming human, evolving, I don't know, language for example, wasn't purely a Darwinian gradualist, bit more thing. There came a point, rather like if you heat water up, it starts to bubble and suddenly it's boiling, or if you cool it, it suddenly turns to ice. In the course of evolution, there was a sort of moment when suddenly everything took off, and we were dancing, singing, linguistically articulate humans that all of us are now, and we call that a revolution. So evolution culminated in revolution, and the revolution produced a result of this kind you've been telling us a bit about. All of us would feel comfortable living among hunters and gatherers. Well, if we're in any way, I don't know, you don't have to be a Corbynista. I happen to be a bit of a Corbynista. I've always been a socialist. But I mean, all of young people who love all this ideas of egalitarianism and sharing and stuff, and don't really like all this hierarchical corporate crap, we would feel so comfortable living with hunters and gatherers. So hunter-gatherers, if you like, they live in the future. Or rather, put it another way, supposing our species has a future, supposing we don't completely mess everything up with global warming and make a pretty much uninhabitable planet, supposing we sort things out. It would need you lot to do that, by the way. It would need you to get moving quite soon, actually, all of us. But supposing we have a future, what I would say was that hunter-gatherers wouldn't have to do a lot of change. They could teach us how to live in an egalitarian society, because they're doing it already. We're doing here at UCL, we do reverse anthropology. Instead of trying to develop hunter-gatherers, by the way, development in Africa just means absolute rubbish. What it means is taking people who lived perfectly well in the past, brilliant lifestyle, the best diet you can possibly have, hunter-gatherers have, and making them live on the edge of towns, grabbing little bits of electric wiring and trash to try to sell. It doesn't mean that they're going to be wealthy. So instead of saying you people must develop, and we anthropologists from the West are going to teach you how to develop, here we do reverse anthropology. We here in the West, we need to be developed a bit. Morally, socially, politically, we need some development. We need to be taught. And the thing about this once a month revolution is that that's how the revolution will have to be in the future. If supposing, as I say, I'm a Corbynista, I don't know, we're kind of revolutionaries, but obviously a revolutionary, even if you had a revolution in Britain, it wouldn't be worth anything if it didn't immediately spread around the entire planet. But even if we did spread around the entire planet, what next? Okay, we've got the power. We've got the entire planet. It's all socialist. We've got a new state. No, I don't think so. I think the first thing to do, having seized power across the entire planet, would be this. Give it up. Let go. Let anyone else do whatever they want, so long as we only give up that power for a very brief period. 2 weeks. Half of a moon, okay? Half of a moon is not enough time for them to build up a banking system, an army, borders, okay? But on the other hand, letting them try for 2 weeks would be great fun, because then we could overthrow them all over again. So the message is, and you've asked about the lessons, the message is simple. We know how to win a revolution. We're humans. We've won that revolution, maybe in the past, but we did it once. We can do it again.